How's everyone? Today in this video I'll be reviewing the first ever episode of the WWE Cruiserweight Classic. Of course, this premiered on July 13th, 2016 is the first episode. The season premiere, I guess you can call it. Of course, this will be an ongoing tournament for the next 10 weeks. And I thought overall, the show kicked off with a bang. I thought the Cruiserweight Classic had a lot of hype behind it. I know back in the beginning of the spring this was announced, so I thought it was a big deal for a lot of people going into this because it was a big deal. Bringing cruiserweights all over the world for this tournament, and it was like I said, a big deal, and everyone was excited for it. And I thought for the premiere of it, it definitely delivered big time. Quick thoughts before I jump into the matches. I want to say I thought this episode was just the way it's produced, the way the presentation, everything about it was awesome. I thought they did a great opening video package. I love the fact that they had the little bio, maybe a minute or two video package on each wrestler before they came out for their entrance, and during the entrance they gave a little tail of the tape thing. I just love the presentation of everything, the graphics, everything was just so unique. Daniel Bryan and Mauro Ranallo did a fantastic job in commentary. Kudos to both men. Daniel Bryan and Mauro Ranallo, those two should be a permanent commentary team on Raw and SmackDown, because those two are just a great duo together, and they definitely, brought the intensity and definitely brought the excitement into this tournament. Because as you're watching this tournament, as you're watching these matches, you can feel their excitement, you can feel their enthusiasm as they're speaking and how they're getting excited during the matches as well. So I thought they just did a fantastic job. I just thought everything I said, presentation, commentary, just everything all around was just fantastic. And of course, we jump right into this tournament with the first round match, which was Gran Metalik versus Alejandro Saez. This was a very fun opening match. Gran Metalik definitely impressed, sorry. A lot of people, including myself, I thought he did a fantastic job. I know he's pretty well known as a different name. Dorado, I don't want to botch his name, but I know the last portion, his last name is Dorado, I think. So he's a pretty well-known name, I think, and he definitely impressed me big time. This guy flew around like a natural-born cruiserweight. He reminded me a lot of a Rey Mysterio back in the day, even young Eddie Guerrero. So he definitely improved, or I keep saying improved for some reason, sorry about that. He definitely impressed me big time with the sentons and flips and just, this accuracy of him, his ring awareness, and I just thought he did an excellent job. Saez was not that impressive. The only real impressive thing he did to me, in my opinion, did in the ring, in my opinion, was a shooting star off the apron, which looked pretty flawless. It looked pretty good. Besides that, Saez wasn't really too impressive, at least in my opinion. So definitely Gran Metalik was definitely the big presser here, at least with me. So a very fun opening match from both men. Gran Metalik got the victory when he hit a fisherman driver on Saez for the 1-2-3 victory, so he advances the second round. So very fun opening match, a lot of fun, enjoyed that. From there, I'll go to another first round match. Ho Lun taking on Aria Davari, who's Davari's brother. This match was pretty decent. It was nothing really too exciting. Both men didn't really impress, in my opinion. Didn't really do anything that would really make him go, oh wow, this guy's really good. There was a rest hold and just, not a lot too much happening. Daivari was trying to get some heat, which, was working to an extent, but not as well as it probably he would hope. But it was just your average match. Definitely by far the worst match on this episode. Just nothing really too exciting. Ho Lun was pretty, he didn't impress, but I was liking what I was seeing from him. He did get the victory with a German suplex on Daivari to advance the second round. So, yeah, just a very, very average match. Nothing really significant happened, and none of the guys really did anything to showcase themselves, so in my opinion. So, just an average match. From there, I'm going to go to another first round match, which was Cedric Alexander versus Clement Petiot. Sorry if I botched that, or butchered it, either way. Not a French person, and it's hard to pronounce. I'm not really sure if it's Petru or Patron or whatever you want to say, but they put on a fun match, I thought, as well. Cedric Alexander is definitely a very underrated talent. If you know him, like myself, he's awesome. He's very fun to watch, and I definitely thought he impressed here, definitely showcased how great he was. Clement, held his own as well. He threw in some very vicious discus lariats, flipping Cedric Alexander inside out. I just thought both men were pretty well together. This is equally as fun as the opening match, in my opinion. Very good stuff. Cedric Alexander, like I said, he's just a premier athlete. The dude is awesome, and Ring of Honor fucked up big time by doing absolutely nothing with him and screwing up by not doing anything with him. So Cedric Alexander, awesome. Crowd was into it. He just a lot of fun. Did some awesome dives. He had a very, very awesome springboard clothesline, which came out very, very nicely. And then, of course, like I said earlier, with the disc lariat that turned Cedric Alexander inside out by Clement. Sorry if I'm talking very fast. When I talk about these shows, I really like it. I just get very, very excited again, like I'm watching it. So that's why I tend to stumble over my words and speak very quickly just because I'm getting really excited talking about it. But like I said, very fun match as well, just equally as fun as the opening match. Cedric Alexander got the victory with a very, very vicious backbreaker. It looked like he was going for a side suplex, but he threw him up and grabbed him and pulled him back down into a backbreaker. 1, 2, 3, advances on to the second round of the tournament, so a very fun opening match. And then we go on to the final match, final opening match of the night, which was Kota Ibushi taking on Maluta. This was definitely by far the best match on the show. This was just an awesome, awesome, awesome match, just because it's Ibushi. Ibushi's awesome. If you know Kota Ibushi like myself, I haven't known him very long. I've heard of his name for a long time, but I haven't really started watching his stuff until like 2 years ago. That's when I started watching him for the first time, even though I've known his name since the first Evolve in 2010. So I've known his name for about 6 years, but I didn't start watching his stuff, unfortunately, until like 2 years ago. So Kota Ibushi is awesome, and Maluta, you know, I was questioning him. I thought he was just, you know, some jobber they brought in. I know he's related to the Usos and the Roman Reigns, but didn't expect anything from him. But he actually impressed me a lot. He held his own against Ibushi. Right away, Ibushi had a sick kick. Not like, you know, not Roderick Strong sick kick, but like just a vicious, like sick looking kick to Maluta's leg, and Maluta was like, holy shit, that hurt. I thought that was great for the match. These two just put on a very solid match. Like I said, Maluta definitely impressed me. He looked pretty good, even though he did botch a jump to the outside. It looked like he was going for a cannonball in the corner, but he actually did like a cannonball over the rope, which he actually hit the rope and got tangled on a little bit. So he pretty much fucked that up, but it still played out. Just, you know, it just didn't look good at all in my opinion. Well, it looked decent, but not like it should have been. Of course, Ibushi busted out a moonsault off the second rope on the outside on Maluta. Just great back and forth those action from both these guys. Ibushi is just so much fun to watch, and he definitely showcased it here. His selling was on point, by the way, as well. Maluta actually had a code breaker from the second rope on the Ibushi, and Ibushi just flipped right on top of his head, inside out, which I thought was a great selling right there by Ibushi. Just a lot of fun. A phenomenal Pele kick, by the way. Maluta's on the top rope, and just Ibushi just runs, spins, and just a phenomenal Pele kick to Maluta, knocking him down, which was just awesome, like I said. And of course, Ibushi got the victory with a sit-out powerbomb to pin Maluta to advance onto the second round to take on Cedric Alexander, actually. So, in the second round match, which I don't know when it'll be airing, I think within like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks it'll air, or when, I don't know when this match will air, but we'll get Cedric Alexander and Kota Ibushi in a second round match, which should be absolutely awesome. And of course, next week we already have the 3 matches announced, which we'll be getting, or they already announced all 4 matches. I just know that Tajiri, TJ Perkins, and Akira Tozawa will be on the show next week, so that should be a very fun episode as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my review for the Cruiserweight Classic for July 13th. Of course, like I said, this is a premiere episode. I thought this was a great job, great presentation. Dana Bryan and Mauro Ronaldo, excellent commentating, and we had a lot of fun matches on this show. Besides one match I didn't really like, everything else I thought was very, very fun. So definitely a great way to premiere this series. It's going to be a lot of fun next 10 weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to reviewing it every single week. So once again, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like, leave your comments below, your thoughts on the show, and maybe even predictions for the tournament matches as well, if you guys would like. So whatever, involving the Cruiserweight Classic, if you guys would like, please comment below. Feel free to. But until my next video, I'll see you guys, and once again, thank you guys for watching the video.